Hey guys, Ike here from IkesOutdoors.com. I'm here today to do a review on the new 2015 New Breed Blade. This bow has been changed up quite drastically from the older New Breed bows, and there are a ton of new features, so we're going to just jump right in here and try to get all these covered. This bow's IBO rating on this is up to 335 feet per second, so it's a nice quick little bow. Brace height on this is 6.5 inches, axle to axle is 34. So those are specs that are designed for me. I love a 6.5 inch brace height, and I love a 34 inch axle to axle. Just makes it fast, makes it forgiving, and also makes it hold really, really good. The draw weights on this are available in 50, 60, 65, and 70. So I love the draw weight, the peak weight of 65. I love the availability of that, because there's a lot of guys out there like me that shoot 65 pounds, and it's better to shoot these bows on the maxed out as far as weight goes for peak efficiency. Draw lengths is available in 27 to 30 inches, and this is a rotating mod. This is the new Bionix Reactor Module cam system. And while we're talking about this cam system has dual stops on here. So you have a cable stop and you have a limb stop as well. Rock solid back wall, really makes this bow feel fantastic. And one thing, when you change the draw length, you do have to press this bow. So just to put that information out there, don't want you messing up your bow because you didn't press it before you tried to change that module around. This has a new limb design to it. You can see a little bit more of a preloaded limb look to it, you know, and this has also got Gordon glass limbs on this. Gordon makes some of the best limbs on the market. So really good limbs on here. Also has a new look to them, new graphics, really looks cool. This has a new limb pocket system on it as well. This is the an extended two-piece limb pocket system. You can see we have a limb pocket here, we have one piece here, and in the back here we have a cradle for your limbs to go into. Widens the stance up on those limbs and just does a really good job of absorbing vibration and a really good job of cradling those limbs while you're in drawing this bow. This has a fantastic look to the new bow. I really like the way this bow looks. This has a new design to the riser, just something to give it kind of a new look, you know, a better look, cooler look, something a little bit out of the box. This also has a fluted riser design to it. The fluted riser, you can see you've got them right here, got them on the back side, got some cuts, some flutes in here, and I suspect that's just for to cut a little bit of weight, but it also gives the bow a really nice look to it. Just New Breed's machining looks excellent. So we've got a fluted riser on here. Also, this thing has titanium and stainless steel hardware throughout. So all the hardware, all the bolts on this thing are going to be either titanium or they're going to be stainless steel, which is an awesome deal. A lot of times if you want titanium or stainless, you've got to buy an upgraded package, and if you guys have ever done that like I have, that gets expensive. So that's a really nice addition to this bow. This is available in a couple different finishes. It's available in the Mossy Oak Open Country that I have here. I'm sorry, Mossy Oak Country that I have here. It's not Open Country. That I have on this bow. It's also available in their Samurai, which is their black, or you can get it in the combo pattern, which you can get the riser black and the limbs camo, or however you want to do that. Let's see, it's got inserts on both sides for weight systems. Got an insert on the front like you would have normally. It's also got an insert on the back here. It's the same thread and everything as this insert in the front for your stabilizer. So if you want to add a weight system to this thing, you can add a weight system to the back of it. It also has a string stop that's adjustable. Got a little bolt here. You can adjust that thing in and out to tune it to the way you want it. I'm not sure if I mentioned it earlier or not, but the cable slide is adjustable as well. Same thing on it. You just loosen a bolt and you can move it in and out. An advantage of that is for tuning. Get a little bit of torque off of your riser by moving it in, and by moving it out you're going to get a little bit more clearance. So you can really adjust that thing to the exact way that you want that, which I like, because a lot of them, they're so far in you can't get clearance on them, and some of them that are so far out, like the older ones, you know, they put a lot of torque on the riser. So I really like the new adjustable cable guard on here. This has the Bowjax vibration dampening system on it. We've got Bowjax right here in the riser. Got a couple there, and got a Bowjax here. And the bow overall is really, really quiet, even with just the few bow jacks that it does have on it. So I really like that. This riser is like I said, it's got a new look to it. I like the look to it. I think it looks great. This is a T60-61 aluminum riser, so real high quality aluminum into this riser. The strings on this, which you'll notice, the strings on this just look absolutely cool. I love the green. It's got neon green, fluorescent green, and gray or silver, whatever colors you want to call it, that match the limb decals. We've got green and silver here as well. So the limbs not only look really, really good, I've also experienced very, very little stretch with them, and these are made by String Addiction. My peep sight was here when I started shooting this bow, and it's rotated that much. So it's rotated about 3/16 of an inch. I don't even say 3/16, maybe an eighth of an inch. Would be, as a shooter, would be to my right. So I really like the strings on this thing. Looks fantastic, and just absolutely no creep to them, no stretch to them at all. So this new breed blade, I mean, it is just absolutely loaded with new features and shoots fantastic. I love the way this bow shoots. And like I said, the specs, man, it's like Kyle got in my head and picked the specs out for the bow that I want. Because I like a 6.5 inch brace sight because it gives you the speed, but it also gives you the forgiveness. And I love a 34 inch axle to axle bow because it's short and compact, but it's also really, really stable. And the nice thing about this bow is you'll notice it's got a long riser, it's got short limbs. So at full draw, this bow, the stability is outstanding. Your pin float is very, very minimal. So this is the new breed blade. We'll do some speed tests with it here real quick. We'll go show you some close-ups, show you the machining on this thing because the machining is outstanding, and we'll go do a little bit of shooting with it and kind of tell you how this thing feels. This is the new breed blade, and per viewer request, I'm setting this bow up a little bit differently. This bow is set up for my hunting specs. This is actually set at 70 pounds, 27.5 inch draw with a 375 grain arrow, and I've got about 20 grains of weight on the string with a peep and a D-loop. And so far I've been getting anywhere from 292 to 297 with this bow, so we'll see how it does. So by my calculations on this blade, I should be getting around 299 feet per second. And what I've actually been getting in it on has been 293 to about 296. So just a little bit short, which isn't too bad at all. And keep in mind, that's straight out of the box. That's no tuning as far as messing with the cams or doing anything like that. That's really just setting it at 27.5 inch draw, slapping some arrows in it, making sure they're flying straight and going. So I'm not real disappointed with that, even though it did fall just a few feet per second short. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the speeds I'm getting out of it.
Outside toilet and they refused to leave. Yeah.
And you could have died, but you didn't.
Huh.
My point is you tried to take care of the toilet and you did the best you could. That's all anyone can do.
I guess. Sorry I yelled at you. It's not your fault, you're stupid.
Gee, get in here. Your friend's on TV.
This morning, the ferry's most important passenger isn't a person, it's a toilet.
It's him.
This $14,000 toilet was allegedly stolen.
Okay, shooting the bow here with no stabilizer, basically just a rest and a sight on here, no vibration dampers, anything like that. Grip on this thing is nice, real narrow, real slim, really feels good in your hand. Draw cycle is smooth as butter. Absolutely love the draw cycle on this bow. You can see there, noise, vibration, nothing. This bow had very, very little kick to it. Just absolutely quiet as can be. That back wall, like I said, draw cycle is really, really smooth. I got this thing maxed out and it is absolutely smooth as can be. Back wall with those dual stops on there, rock solid. As far as creeping with this bow, you can really relax with this thing, and it doesn't want to take off, doesn't want to jump out of your hand, doesn't want to do anything. I mean, just absolutely really, really nice to hold. Super, super nice bow as far as pin float goes. The axle to axle is really nice. For me, I love that 34-inch axle to axle, and it just really, really does hold really solid. My shots are taking a little bit longer than normal because I'm using a new release, not shooting back tension now. I'm trying to make a switch, so shots are taking a little longer than normal, but I really just like everything about this blade. Draw cycle's really, really nice, really smooth, just can't say enough about it. I mean, on the shot, it's just like butter. I mean, just doesn't make a sound, just really, really quiet, and very, very little kick to it. You can see it doesn't want to jump out of my hand or anything. I'm shooting with an open hand, very little tension on there. And other than me pulling back and coming through, it doesn't want to kick or anything like that. This new limb pocket system and that wider stance on those limbs is really making a big improvement as far as vibration and kick to this bow. It really does a good job. So that's the New Breed blade, and new for 2015, and they've really pulled out all the stops on this bow. It really put a lot of new features into it, a lot of new technology into it, and I really like this bow. I love the way it looks. It's very eye-appealing to me. Love the new limb decals on it. Love the specs. Absolutely love the specs. Like I said, this bow is, if I was to go and tell Kyle this is the specs I want, this is it, because 6.5-inch brace height, 34-inch axle to axles. Perfect for me. So just a great little bow, just a good do-it-all bow too. You know, you can go out and you can hunt with this bow, shoot 3D with this bow. I mean, do just a little bit of anything you want with this bow. And that, like I said, that's the New Breed blade. Very, very nice bow. Love all the new additions to it, and they've really put a lot of thought and a lot of care in the design and the function of this bow. You know, from the looks, something a little bit different, down to the stainless steel hardware that they put on here and the titanium hardware. You know, those little things like that speak volumes to me about their attention to detail on the products that they manufacture. And I always like New Breed, and this blade is no exception. This blade is a fantastic little bow. So for more information on this, we'll put a link directly below. Highly recommend you check this thing out. It's a fantastic little bow. So for more product reviews, how-to videos, be sure to check us out, IkesOutdoors.com. Appreciate you guys watching.